Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Oh man, I am about to spill the tea today. And if you got my email yesterday, you'll know that I was talking about how vanilla ice actually made me a better coach. But before we get to the story about what happened, I need to get my video camera straightened out here. I want to know, okay, are you a coach that has a really great past? What I mean by really great past is you have like some things that have happened that have made you a better coach, a better human being. You've gone through some shit in your life, but you're kind of still hiding a bit. Like you're ashamed or embarrassed, or you make your past mean something. If that's you, you're definitely going to want to keep watching today, okay? Because I want you to realize that your past is your gold. And I want to just check in. Hey, Matthew. Thank you for being here. I can only see Facebook users, but hey, welcome everyone. Okay, so this is what happened. 5 years ago, I was at a 90s retrieval concert. Now, I don't know if you know who these people are, but there was Vanilla Ice, Tone Loc, Salt and Pepper, Insane Clown Posse, and I was third row back. Like, I mean, a huge venue. If you're from Windsor, Essex County, you know, like the DTE Music Theater, it's huge, right? So, we're coming from Canada to the States. It's about an hour and a half drive. We're on the cool bus. Okay. Now, the cool bus is a little bus. We don't have to drink and drive. And it's really unique. It's an experience. Okay. There's like it's fun. So let's just say we were having a lot of fun on the bus before we got to the concert. So we're having fun at the concert. Well, Vanilla Ice says that he wants to bring people onto the stage. So I'm like, okay, I'm on the stage. So I climb over all these chairs. I get on the stage. I'm dancing with Vanilla Ice. I'm dancing with Salt and Pepper's those their dancers. I'm having a good time, right? Having a little too many drinks. And this is the thing that happened. I fell off the stage. Thousands of people watching. Okay, that's how I got the nickname Shit Show. As you can tell, I'm laughing right now because it's been so many years and I can laugh at my stuff. But at the time, it was pretty mortifying being in front of thousands of people, being so drunk that I fall off the stage. And the worst part about that, right, is that when I got home that night, my friends dropped me off. I fell out of the car, and my babysitter came out and she said, "Mrs. Brigley, are you okay?" And she was asking her parents, like, "Is she okay?" But I was a teacher at that school, so that was a double embarrassment. Not only was I a shit show at the concert, but when I got home, I was also that drunk that I couldn't even like think straight. Now, I wish I could say that this was a one-off episode, but this was something that happened often. Wine time was like a thing for me. It was like soon as I got home from work, it was wine time. Now, what does this have to do with coaching? What does this have to do with you? See, in that moment, I realized that something needed to change. Something wasn't working. The way that I was living my life was not working for me. In my heart, I knew, is this what my life has succumbed to? And if you can relate, like, let me know in the chat box. There was just this moment where you realize it can't get any lower. It can't get any worse than this. And that was my moment. And the next day when I woke up, usually I shake it off. I have anxiety, but this time I realized this is not me. This is not who I'm supposed to be in my life. This is not where I want to be. This is not how I want to live my life. I need to take on my shit. Now, you can see I'm sharing this story because I can find the humor in it. And now, in the beginning, when I was growing a coaching business, I had a lot of fears and doubts because I was the shit show. I was the one falling off the stage. I was the one falling out of my car. I was the one that it was wine time every time. And so I had this fear that people would judge me. I had this fear that people were going to look at me as the old version of myself and never see me as the person that I wanted to be. But this is the thing that happened, you guys. So, as I took on my coaching, as I took on myself, as I started making changes in my life, what I realized is that slowly people started seeing me as my present version. And it took a little bit of time for them to really see my transformation, to believe my transformation, because they're like, how is that even possible? How do you flick a switch and then just be somebody different? See, the world doesn't realize a lot of times that this is what's possible. This is why people invest in coaching. This is why people want to work with us, because they know that there's something missing, but they don't know what that is. In the moment, I didn't know what was in my blind spots. I didn't know why I was living life that way. But after receiving coaching, I realized that I was stuffing my emotions. I was denying this inner part of me, and I wasn't complete with the past. Now, this is the point that I want you guys to get. When things from the past aren't complete, they displace what's possible. So let's say you have trauma, or you have some things, you went through a really nasty divorce, or you had a job that it didn't end out well, or you got fired, but you're still hanging on to the residual of that. It's like if I was still hanging on to the residual of me falling out of the car, or me falling off the stage, I would never be able to get out of here so I could be out here with you. And this is what we do as coaches. We help people get out of here so they can be out here in their life. But now, are you still hanging on to your past? Are you the one that is feeling embarrassed about something? Or maybe you're a relationship coach and you're like, how can I be a relationship coach? My marriage ended up in divorce. Maybe you're the best relationship coach. Or people that are helping people with trauma that say, how can I help other people with trauma when I'm still hanging on to the trauma, or when I'm still not whole or still not complete? Consider these are the things, the stories that you tell yourself to get you off the hook for doing what you know in your heart you could be doing. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. You just get to see that your life experiences, everything that you've done, has led you right here. And your past does not define you unless you allow it to. And consider that you might be allowing your past to define you. See, if I allowed my past to define me, I would still be walking around life believing that I was a shit show. That's so far from the truth. That's not who I am. That's not who I'll ever be. But I had to be her to be me right now. You get that? Like, is that landing for you? You had to do everything that you did, go through what you went through for you to be right where you are today. Now, what would it be like if you could embrace that? What would it be like if you could fully just allow yourself to be with the past and not make it mean anything about you right now? What would that be like? Show me in the chat box. If this is you, what would that be like for you? If you can let go of, I had a call with somebody this week and she said, I get fired from all my jobs. And I said, okay, great. Have you looked within? Have you seen what is missing that has you like, not be responsible for that? Okay. I always say to people, there's two spaces we can be in. We can go around in life blaming others, or we can be responsible, not for what happened to us, but how we deal with it, how we deal with ourselves when life is happening to us, right? We get to be responsible when we start playing this inner game. The one where you're never at the effect of life, the one where you get to own your shit and you get to be responsible for everything. I promise you this. This is a superpower. This is a superpower that most of the world does not have. And you can see it. You can see it on social media. You can see it in organizations, in businesses. You can see that people are not being responsible. They're blaming. Instead of looking at what can I control, what can I control, you can always control this, right? So I just really, really wanted to share this message with you. Um, a little bit of comic relief, a little bit of getting to know me. And this is the important thing, too, right? As you're growing your coaching business, people want to feel connected to a real human being. People will put you up on a pedestal. And I say, if you do that to me, don't. I don't deserve to be up there because I'm just a human being living a human experience, sharing what I have learned for myself, giving it away to you. And consider this is what you get to do too. You get to learn your lessons and then give it away so that other people can have the courage to learn their lessons and give it away too. Do you see how that creates a ripple? You get to be you, unconstrained, unleashed, unpowerful, powerful. And listen, this is what the world is craving right now. This is what the world wants. Your people are going to connect with you. Now, if there's somebody watching that's judging me and saying, how can she show up for others when that's what she was doing and it's inauthentic? That's not my person. And if somebody's judging you, they're not your person. That's okay. But your people will respect you. Your people will learn the lesson. What did I learn? My past will never, never, never dictate who I am today. And that's what I want to share with you. Now, if I didn't experience that, I wouldn't be sharing this with you. And maybe there's somebody that needs to hear this message. Do you see how everything is connected? Life is connected. We are connected. We're one and we're living a human experience. So, this is my call to action, you guys. If you are one of those people that is not complete with something from the past, I encourage you to go do whatever it takes. Have that conversation, share what needs to be shared, take the bold actions to get it complete so that you can stand for others, so that you can be the one to lead the way. And if you're feeling a negative emotion, guilt, or shame because of something that you did, when are you going to get off that? When are you going to let that shit go? Because the only thing that it's doing is holding you back. You are constraining yourself. I want you to see that. You are putting the constraints on yourself, and only you can break them. You know, growing a coaching business is 80% mindset, it's 20% strategy. I can help you with the 20%, but you got to be willing to play the inner game to win the 80%. That's what makes a difference. And if you know you're stuck, if you know you're stopped, if you know that there's something here and you're not quite sure how to figure out this inner game, the best thing you can do is get help from somebody who has worked on the inner game that can help you win that inner game too. Our all day intensive is next week. We are going to be helping you to open your mind to what is in your blind spots. What aren't you seeing that is stopping you from having everything that you want in your life, in your business? There is a link. I'm sure if not, I'm going to put a link there to the workshop. We are putting up a $5 ticket coupon today. Like, seriously, you guys, 8 hours with us to motivate, inspire, and help you discover what you can't see. It's like worth its weight in gold. So, anyways, I hope you got value from this message. I hope you're seeing something from yourself for yourself. I hope you can go give this away. I see somebody saying authenticity is so attractive. Yes, this is what the world needs, us to be ourselves, unconstrained. When we can get out of here, we can be out here. That's it. That's how this works. Anyways, I love you guys. Yesterday was Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. I don't know what it's called the day after. The wine and sugar rush day. I don't know. But anyways, I just really, really want to encourage you to make a difference in your life, make a difference in others' lives. Be courageous, be brave, be bold, be unconstrained, because that's what it really takes to grow a coaching business. And if you're willing to take that on, I promise you, everything that you want is available, but you got to be willing to grab it. You got to be willing to go. You got to be willing to be that stand for humanity. Okay. I see you. Don't think I can't. I see you. I hear you. I feel you. And I love you. Okay. So I will see you back next time, next week, next Tuesday, same time, same place. Okay. Bye, everyone.